first problem, I don't know what it's called. I also don't know what the word means, if it is short for something. I don't know what you're supposed to ingest when you're on the diet. All of these factors, plus one mischievous roommate. Yes, long story short, I did ketamine last night. It was okay. It was a weird experience because I've toned down my partying a lot. I've almost quit drinking right now, mostly because I had a bit, well spotted. I had a bit of a rock bottom moment. Seriously though, because everyone has like a different rock bottom moment when it comes to drinking. For some people, it might be cheating on your girlfriend. Some people might be stealing from a friend. For me, it was I ate microwave cheeseburgers from Chevron. Oh yeah. Did that with my mouth. I got blind drunk and I purchased and consumed microwave cheeseburgers from Chevron. Something I recommend everyone try at one point in time or another. Because when you do, you will hear the most frightening thing you have ever heard the overnight clerk at a Chevron say. And it is this. Oh. I didn't know we had those. I am actually an expert in crappy sandwiches. I worked, my first job, like my first non-paper route job, was I worked at Arby's hot roast beef sandwiches. I mean, I don't want to crap. No, I'm not crapping on fast food, either eating it or working there. But there is a certain end of the road feel to an Arby's. Like, if you've been in one and seen who eats there, you know it's not a restaurant for people who were granted custody. You know, it's. That should be like their slogan: Arby's, a Tuesday sandwich for a weekend dad. Or Arby's, we don't have dessert because we know you don't deserve it. Okay, a little more about me. We're warming up. This is fun. I started dating again recently. Hadn't dated for a while. Started dating again recently. Some friends of mine set me up with someone from work. It was going great until ages were established, which we really should have done right off the bat. Because I'm just over 40, but she thought I was like 30. And then it turned out she was 24, and I knew that. Okay, no, that's on her, though. Who thinks this is 30? Like, I do not look 30. I look like I've lost everything twice. Like, it ended badly, is my point. So my friends, I've done the Tinder thing now, and this is the first time in my life I've ever been a slut, which is, Tinder kind of loans itself to bed hopping, and it's educational. If nothing else, I've learned a plethora of alternate routes home. I should say, though, when I talk about me being a slut, bear in mind, I am a 42-year-old man. I am having 42-year-old sex, which is essentially just a messy hug. 42-year-old sex is the only kind of sex you could have on live television without censoring it. My sexual performance, I would say that I'm adequate. I'm present. I sum it up like this. I make love like I play Street Fighter. If I pull off a special move, it is completely by accident. I just... She's like, oh, I'm like, what did I do? In what order did I press those three things? Okay. Shifting gears slightly, porn got weird. It's not just me, right? Like, did you ever think in a million years you would, like, go to your laptop, open it up, go to your preferred porn search engine, as you want to do, see a video labeled incest porn, and your first thought would be, could you be more specific? It's all over. I've had to take a break. I've stepped back from porn. Not just the incest is a big part of it, but also, I will say straight up, the penises were involved. Because when I first started watching porn, I could pretend the penis I was looking at was my own. It's the willful suspension of disbelief. But I can't do that anymore. I've seen my penis too many times. I can pick it out of a lineup at this point. And what's worse is I now picture my penis among the porn penises. That's a losing battle right there. Like, my penis surrounded by porn penises just looks like the coach of an NBA team. It's... The only thing my penis should be doing in a porno is interviewing the other penises when they're done. I'll tell you one quick story before I take off. This is a weird segue for this. As you've noticed, this is a lot of my act. I'm very awkward around women, can barely talk to a woman, barely make eye contact with a girl I have a crush on. But there was this girl that started at my work, this was a while back actually, and we connected right away, which never happens to me. Like even the relationships I've had these like weird rolling starts. So I go home and fully admit, creep her Facebook page, just looking for like basics, relationship status, age, stuff like that. What I found out about her is that she's trans. She's born a man, and she transitioned to become a woman. Is completely knocked me off my feet because, well, I've always supported the trans community, like a good liberal. I never thought I'd fall for a trans girl. I know it sounds bad. There it is. I don't know a lot about the transition process. I know that very few trans women take it to its extent, and I can understand why. It's a very extreme procedure. So I'm looking at this, and I have to ask myself the question I think everyone's had to ask at one point in time or another that's been in this situation, and it's this. If she still has one, would I be willing to suck her dick? Okay, what shocked me wasn't that the answer was yes. What shocked me was that the answer was yes. Please, why aren't you putting it in my mouth right now? Apparently, I've always wanted to suck a dick. It's just what it was attached to that was the deal breaker. This was a revelation to me. I thought I wasn't attracted to men because they have dicks. Turns out I wasn't attracted to dicks because they have men. But the second you strap that thing onto some hot hipster girl who looks like Helena Bonham Carter in Fight Club, I don't even need to look at it. I know it's going to taste like tiramisu. So I go to her Facebook page, every intention of asking her out. Still terrified of talking to women. For some reason, the prospect of having a cock in my mouth gives me confidence. And I get to the page and I make another discovery. I was wrong. She's not trans. I misread something. Turns out that in her youth, she had been in an ironically named punk group called Born with a Dick. I cannot begin to express to you the level of disappointment you feel when you have committed in your brain to sucking a hot girl's dick, only to discover she has yet another boring-ass vagina. Oh my God, you guys have been absolutely awesome. We had a great night of comedy coming. My name is Jake Spencer. Have a good night.
Jake Spencer, everybody!